Alrighty, we'll move on to old business into new business. Item A, set public hearing to rezone 3005 West Carleton Road, and this is just to set the public hearing for January 16th, 2024. Did you have something to add to that, Alan?
No, just in case you had any questions as to why that you needed to set the public hearing.
Anybody got anything for Alan?
Just enlighten me where this is.
It is the, you know where Mystic Car Care now is?
Okay, yep, got it.
It's that area between Wicker Works and Railroad Bed.
Very good.
On the south side of where Mystic Car Care is now.
Okay.
That vacant lot between the two buildings, they're two vacant.
It's the, you know where the new Mystic Car Care building is?
Right behind Taco Bell.
Yeah, okay, and then there's a vacant lot that is just south of the new Mystic building, but between where the Wicker Works, property ends and the railroad bed begins.
Right. And it's on this side of the trail, on the
On which side?
on the
On
street
the
side of the
west
trail.
side of the trail?
Yes.
Yes. No, the trail actually goes out to M99 along
Right,
there.
that's right. So I mean, the M99 side of the railroad tracks is what
Yes.
forgive me. Thank you.
Did you have something, Councilman Palladino?
Does the general business district not allow for storage facilities, or is there some
Does
benefit
not.
for changing it? Just simply doesn't
It
allow?
does not allow.
Any more questions? Entertain a motion to set the public hearing for January 16th.
So moved.
Support.
Motion on the floor from Councilman Morrissey, seconded by Councilman Beer, to set the public hearing for January 16th, 2024. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Alright, we'll move to item B in new business, citizen participation plan amendment adoption. Alan.
So, the citizen participation plan is simply a policy that the city adopts and has to amend or at least update every 5 years. It just documents how we go about interacting with the public for different types of meetings. There were a couple of things that needed to be updated. One was the fact that we advertise in the Hillsdale Daily News, and the Hillsdale Daily News is no longer a 7-day newspaper like it was when we adopted the citizen participation plan originally. So that had to be updated. And then we added the library board. Somehow that was an oversight back when we created this back in 2015. So this is just an amendment to that policy, and then it just needs to be readopted by City Council.
Alright, easy enough. Any questions for Alan? Seeing none, I'd entertain a motion to approve the adoption of the amended citizen participation plan.
So moved. Second.
Motion on the floor from Councilman Morrissey, seconded by Councilman Sharp. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Alright, we will move on to item C in new business, road diet traffic study. Boy, Alan, you got a lot of stuff on
I
the
know.
agenda tonight.
I don't come to council for how long, and then I'm here like the entire night. As Councilman Veer had pointed out, the upcoming proposed project to repave M99 from Hallett to Broad Street is an opportunity for the city to do what is referred to as a road diet, where we would reduce the number of traffic lanes from 4 to 3, with one of those lanes being a designated left turn lane. Something that was included in the master plan in order to make our city more walkable and more business friendly for our downtown. It was something that we had approached MDOT to start discussing back in 2020. Actually, we had one in-person meeting with MDOT to discuss it. It was the last in-person meeting MDOT held before land financing shut everything down because of COVID. But now that everything's back in the planning and back in face-to-face, when MDOT proposed the project for 2026 to repave it, the planner at MDOT remembered the fact that we wanted to do a road diet, and actually contacted us and said, hey, this is a really good opportunity to do what we wanted to do now when they're redoing the paving. But in order to do that, we need a new traffic study, because the traffic study that we were utilizing back in 2020 is no longer current. And so we need to have a new traffic study. Wade Trim, which is the engineering firm that did the traffic study for us back in 2016, I believe it was, they are able to update and amend our traffic study. And I also asked them to include some time for one of the engineers to come and talk to the public, because we'll have to have a public meeting to educate the public as to what we want to do as far as what a road diet is, what we're planning to do with the road diet, and that type of thing. So that's what this proposal is.
Okay, I like it. Any questions for Alan? Councilman Sharp?
What was the cost back in 2016?
Right around 10 or 12,000, I think.
Okay.
Any more questions? Councilman Beard?
And then this project, Alan's gonna cost us, is it 13,000?
Inflation.
Yeah, some change. But part of it too, it says that it's from North Street to Steenberg.
So the road diet would be actually from Carleton to Steenberg. The paving project actually starts at Hallett, which is where they stopped the paving with the last project, and
Okay.
will continue. So there's a little bit of overlap there,
Okay.
but most of what we're proposing as far as our changes to do the road diet are mostly just traffic markings. There are a few intersection changes that we would like to do just to clean up some things, but for the most part, it's just restriping.
And Alan, that's probably, you think, maybe half mile?
Huh?
Is there about a half mile of road there, maybe?
I have no idea. Do you know how far it is from Hallett to North Broad?
It's pretty close to half an hour.
Half mile. You're right.
Councilman Stuchel?
So if we go through this diet, we take a couple lanes out, does MDOT cover those costs?
So some of the costs will be ours anyway, but that's one of the other reasons why why the traffic study is important, is because there is a grant available to cover a lot of the costs, but one of the other things that they require is a traffic study. I mean, MDOT requires a traffic study to do the road diet, and then in order to apply for this grant, we also need the data
But
from
the
the
actual
traffic.
construction of the road, because it's a state highway.
Is going to be a state project. Yeah.
Councilman Sharp?
This is the same thing Jones was just proposed too, correct? Thank you.
Did you have something, Councilman Pelley?
Will this actually reduce the width of the road surface?
No. It
So just parking?
It'll allow us to add some parallel parking in some areas, but it will also allow us to add a bike route as well through the downtown. Something that is also in the master plan as far as improving and increasing non-motorized traffic through the downtown.
And it'll slow down traffic in
And
the
it will slow down
downtown,
traffic
which is
as well.
gonna be a real
Right.
benefit.
Which is one of the other things, because that will also reduce noise.
Get
and-
people to stop and look
Yeah,
around for a
and
second
And
instead
it
of
will
just
be,
rushing through it.
much friendlier for pedestrian traffic. I don't know if you walk around the downtown at all, like I do, but there are some areas that are somewhat treacherous to cross.
Councilman Sola?
Just like to make a statement, living on South Broad Street, cars are always racing from the vacant light. And I've screamed at them more than once not that it's to any avail, but, I mean, they're up to 50, 60 miles an hour by the time they pass my house. And motorcycles too, and having single lane traffic where they're gonna be stymied by a tractor trailer or something else is very, attractive to me.
I mean, it's never gonna take a long time to get through Hillsdale, but I think it's a good idea to try to slow the traffic down, so. anyways,
What,
Sorry.
Keep that.
Continue.
where is the budget coming from for the 13.7, and is it possible to use the grant money to reimburse ourselves from it if we would?
No, on that one. It would be part of our match, and that other question is a question for Mr. Mackey.
It would be absorbed in the, the planning, department budget.
So I'm paying for it, apparently.
All right, any more discussion, or do we wanna approve this?
I move to approve the road traffic study.
Support.
Motion on the floor from Councilman Soha, seconded by Councilman Stuchel, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you, Alan. All right, we will move on to item letter D in new business annual right-of-way permit for MDOT. Jason?
Yes, each year, MDOT, mandatory to do adopt a resolution, for the purpose of issuing individual permits to use on this N99 right-of-way within the city boundaries. This resolution would allow, BPU director, police chief, and myself to, obtain and authorize the permits on the city's behalf.
Simple. Any questions for Jason?
See it every year.
No. Entertain a motion to adopt the attached resolution.
So moved.
Motion on the floor from Councilman Sharp, seconded by Councilman Soha, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it. All right, and our final item in new business, letter E, bid award City Hall carpet replacement. Jason, you're already up there.
Thank you. Earlier this year, with help of city engineer, city staff put out a bid for carpet within the council chambers and the conference room here at City Hall. First time this went out, we received 0 bidders. Last several weeks, we worked again and put it out, contacted many contractors over the phone. We did receive one back from Willowbrook Interiors. Willowbrook Interiors, they did offer a base bid and they put an alternate bid in there as well. Their base bid is for what's called broad loom, just rolled carpeting, for $17,434.20. They put an alternate bid in for the council chambers and the conference room for a total of $32.63 on top of the $17,000 to install carpet tiles instead of the rolled carpet. And the reason being is that they put on here, and I did a lot of research on this as well, with the broadly rolled carpet, especially in these high traffic areas with the chairs and traffic, it's more prone to stretching, wrinkling, raveling at the edges and so forth. So they recommended putting carpet tiles, which is 24 by 24 inch carpet tile down, cuts away the waste, maintenance, someone spills something on it, you just remove a piece of carpet, 24 by 24, no delamination. And the best part about it is it's supposedly don't wrinkle, so they won't get these big sags in the carpet like you see over here. They're just big carpet, or right in front. People trip on them every day when we're up here, we see it. So my recommendation or staff recommendation would be to go to the alternate bid. Now the alternate bids is about $697 over the we have budgeted in the 23-24 fiscal year budget. But that would be my recommendation for council to approve it as presented.
Okay. So the bid for the rolled carpet is for just glued down carpet, not for a carpet stretched over padding.
Yes, sir. Yeah, this right here is.
This is what we have right now.
Correct, sir.
Okay. I mean, people can trip on the carpet tiles too, but whatever. Councilman Stuchel?
What's underneath this carpet?
Wood.
Is it nice?
We're gonna find out.
I mean,
I bet it is.
I I bet it is too. White carpet, just take it out.
I'm totally amenable to that, if that's where you choose to go.
Yeah.
Somebody get in here and pull this quarter round up and pull up a corner so we can see what it is, and hopefully it's been down long enough that the glue is easily scraped up, 'cause I'm sure it's
We
glued
have an
up.
acoustic issue, but I mean, I think it'd be probably a beautiful floor.
Probably would be. If we approve this right there, then that's just off the table, or we can pull it up and say, hey, we found out that we've got these lovely wood floors underneath.
I can
it.
talk with Willowbrook and see if they'll let us do some investigating first.
Okay.
And then I know me and Brandon wanna do some work underneath here as well. We're trying to plan that at the same time as the carpet coming up, to start realigning some electrical wiring and stuff.
That's a good thought, Councilman Stuchel. Councilman Soha.
Could we just table this till next meeting and you guys do some investigation in the next 2 weeks?
I'm amenable to that.
You guys okay with that? And later?
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I can do it in about 13 seconds after the meeting's done, actually. And now I'm curious to see what's under there.
I move to table this until next meeting with Jason's team looking to see what's underneath.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The ayes have it.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jason. Alrighty. No proclamations, no appointments. Move into general public comment. During this time, the podium will be open. Please limit your comments to 3 minutes. Please limit your trips to 1 to the podium, and you may